Hi everyone, it's Phil here, and in today's video I'm about to answer questions that have been thrown out to me on my social media platform regarding visa processing for international students before they come and study in Ukraine. Well, if today is your first time being on my channel, I actually do campus tours. I also talk about most of the things that international students need before they come in and study in Ukraine. I also do vlogs about myself, so if you found this very interesting, kindly click on that subscription button to be notified whenever we post a video. Without much talk, let's dive into today's video. Just like I said, I'll be answering a couple of the questions that were set out to me on my social media platform regarding visa processing for international students coming to study in Ukraine. So this question is from Eric from Ghana. I would like to ask a few questions regarding the Ukrainian visa and all that. So his first question was there an interview at the embassy? If there was, how difficult was it? Me, for instance, when I was coming to study in Ukraine, basically everything that I did or was possibly done for me was through an agency. I had to go through an agent to get my things done. And some of the students also have ended up coming to study here without even going through an agent. And my nephew happened to be one because I was here and I assisted her to go through the processes. But before you even get to the point of going for an interview or anything at all, you will need to get an invitation from the university that you want to study in Ukraine first before you start the whole visa process. But what I know is that is in Ghana in particular, there is no visa interview for international students who want to come and study here. Like, you won't be given any sort of interview. So your question regarding how difficult interviews are going to be and how you're going to go about it, there is no interview for international students coming to study in Ukraine. That is only if you are coming from Ghana. I don't know whether if there's going to be a change in the near future, but for now, there is no interview for international students coming from Ghana to study in Ukraine. So if that answers your question. For his second question, he said, since there is no Ukrainian embassy around, how did you go about your visa process? Just like I've been saying, the visa process isn't something that you basically start processing. First of all, you will need either an agent or somebody here to assist you to get an invitation first. To get even the invitation, you have to sign a document in the university first. That is where you will be giving out, that is your WASI certificate, or either the school that you finished, you provide the result, and this result will be cross-checked by the university. Either you qualify to come and study in the university. So after checking out all these things, you provide also your passport details and everything. You fill a form, like the person here or the person doing your document for you will have to take all these documents and fill a form of it and show it to the university, and they will cross-check and see whether if you qualify first. So let's say, for example, you've been able to qualify, like your result and everything have been taken and you qualify. So let's say you've been able to get all these documents done and you've gotten your invitation. What I know in Ghana is there are a couple of things that you need to provide. That is what I know, and these things are, that is your birth certificate or educational certificate, either your WASI certificate or maybe tertiary your bachelor's certificate, like every certificate that you did when you were in Ghana that you want to use and come and study here, you have to provide those educational certificates. And you have to provide as a medical report valid for 2 months. So you need to provide as your medical status. You need to showcase to the person that you'll be sending your document to that you don't have any sort of chronic disease, you don't have any disease that you want to bring into the country. So you have to provide a medical status about yourself. Me, for instance, when I was coming, I think I had to go to the the hospital to do a couple of checks about myself, my height, my status, do also a yellow fever test and a whole lot of tests regarding my medical status. So you have to provide a medical status before you be issued, that is the visa to come and study here. And for the fourth one, I think you have to also provide an HIV report valid for 6 months. So you have to provide an HIV report that you don't have any sort of, you have to go and do an HIV test to prove that you are not an HIV positive. And for the fifth one, you have to provide an accommodation detail. And this thing is where the university comes in, because I think they have a link with the embassy as to how your processes will be done. So the accommodation details, the university will provide those kind of details for them, where you'll be staying, where you are coming to, if you're coming to stay in a hostel, like those kind of things, they are going to provide those kind of information. So I don't think it's quite important, but just like I said, you have to provide an accommodation detail. So it has to be the person who is also helping you out to go through your processes to also help you out. And you have to provide that it's a flight reservation and also a travel insurance policy. So these are some of the things that you probably be needing if only you are coming from Ghana to come and study here in Ukraine. So basically, I think that answers your question. And I'll also be leaving a link right here or either in the description, so you can check out a couple of the things that you will need personally in Ghana before you come and study here. And you also know the location where you sent those documents to. I learned is behind Marina Mall in Accra, but maybe you can know the location through the website that will be provided. So you can either check the description or you can check it right here, and you're going to find those details or the things that you need to provide before you come and study here in Ukraine. So for the third question, he said, do I really need a bank statement to apply for visa? If yes, how much do I have to have in the account? So this question also is, before you even issue, that is a visa or a study permit to come and study in any country at all, you first of all need to prove that you can survive, you can stay in the country without relying on the government, because sometimes most of the students end up going into different countries and they end up taking loans and stuff. So they don't want you to be a liability on the government. So what I'm going to say about this is, either your parents or your guardian, the person who is going to take care of you, need to have some amount of money in his or her account before you can come and study here. And you are not supposed to provide any specific amount. I don't know the amount, that probably because it's not being mentioned that you need to provide such an amount. But the person who is going to, cater for you, or probably if you're going to be the one who is going to take care of yourself, you need to have an ample amount of money in your accounts before you come and study here. So for the fourth question, if you can give me some details, information about the visa process, that would be nice. So for the detailed information about, that is the visa process, just like I said, you will need an agent. But if you are coming to an agency, like, they're going to do all these things for you, like, you won't need to stress yourself that much. You be like, all these kind of details, it's just a couple of things that you need. That is your birth certificate and maybe either your WASI certificate or your educational certificate. Those are the things that I think you'll be providing, and also your medical report and stuff. But if you are coming on your own, that is, you need someone, either a friend or maybe somebody at all who happens to be in Ukraine, to first of all go to the university to sign the agreement with them that you will be studying in their university, which of course the agreement that you'll be signing comes with your WASI certificate or result educational certificate that you'll be providing, whether if you qualify to study in the university. From there, the invitation will be provided to you, and after the invitation has been provided to you, you need to find out a couple of information from most of the websites that you will be sending the invitation to. I learned what you are supposed to provide, just like I said in the second question that was answered, that you need to provide your accommodation details, you need to provide that is your birth certificate, you need to provide your educational certificate and all that. So I think that is basically it. Yeah, those are some of the things, and also proof of funds. Those are some of the things that will be provided. And for the fifth question, he said, is it compulsory that I take preparatory course in my first year? Can't I just jump into my degree course straight up? So for this question, I think what I can say is basically the preparatory course may come in when you come to Ukraine during the hours of closed admission. Your agent may either propose to you that you should either start a preparatory course and stay in till admission opens and you start, that is your school. But if you come and willingly, maybe you don't want to start any preparatory course, you don't understand any language course at all, you can stay here for maybe the number of months that admission will be open, then you can start up your course straight up without starting any preparatory course, if only you want it that way. So I think that answers, that is your fifth question. And for the last question, how is the first year in Ukraine like? Damn. So I think this is kind of like my life story, and when you come to Ukraine to an agent, it's kind of like, just like I said, it's less stressful because they will be doing a whole lot of the things for you. But if you came on your own and you are on your own and you don't have anybody to speak for you or to talk for you when you go to most of the the offices, I think it's going to be a bit difficult. Me, for instance, when I came, my agent helped me out through my processes, but at a point in my time I had to do some of the things on my own. So what I will say is, when you get to Ukraine, get yourself somebody who is already here, maybe a friend or somebody that you know. Get yourself someone who can probably speak for you, because it's through the communication of the Ukrainian language that you can buy things in their supermarket or whatever that you want to go to. You can communicate. There's no English speaking barrier. Few people are here who understands English that they will be speaking the English to you, but how are you going to know? And sometimes, like, most of these Ukrainians are kind of like scared. Even when they want to speak the English, they are kind of like, they are scared. They feel like they are going to make a mistake and you're going to laugh at them and stuff. So they will tell you they don't speak English, even if they understand it, even if they can speak the language, they will tell you they can't speak English. So what I would say is, get yourself somebody who understands the language here, or a friend, or somebody who can assist you in buying some items from the supermarket and a whole lot of the things that you'll be getting in here. Get yourself somebody who understands that, because if not for that, Ukraine is going to be difficult for you. Even if you come through an agent, your agent will assist you, and there are some of the things that probably you have to do on your own, like maybe going to buy things in the supermarket, going to shop and do those kind of things. Your agent is not going to be there for you. Like, they will just help you out through your education, provide your certificate and those kind of things when it comes to the education sector. But when it comes to your life experience, you aren't going to get any agent who's going to help you out. Some agents will be good to assist you in most of the things though, but majority of them won't. Like, they'll just help you out through your education and nothing else. So what I would say is, just get yourself somebody who understands the Ukrainian language, and I think that would be good for you. The weather it's not that easy here when it comes to the weather. It's very freezing too. When you come, just also make sure that you will put on a couple of clothes, like you are going to dress properly before going out, or during the winter hours you dress properly before going out. And aside that, what I can also say is, just put yourself across. Like, one thing about Ukrainian teachers is, when they know you that you are good, it also sets you apart from the others. So when you come, just strive hard, make sure you study hard, and put yourself across, like set yourself apart from the others, because when they know that you are good, it's kind of like it's gonna set you apart from the others. Like, it's motivating. Even if you are doing something and maybe you are not doing it properly, like, these teachers are going to help you out, and they are willing to offer any help to you through the process. So when you get to Ukraine, strive hard, push hard, and make sure that you are going to study hard and be different from the other students that are here. Ukraine is not that difficult when you end up here. Like, everything is going to be very easy for you when you end up being here. The only thing that makes it difficult is the communication, that is the language. But if you come and you study hard, you understand most of the language, I promise you it's not going to be difficult for you. So if that answers your question, I think my first time of being in Ukraine wasn't that difficult. Like, it was less stressful, and I had a couple of friends also, so it wasn't that difficult for me. So if that answers your question. And that's all for you guys today, and I will be seeing you guys on my next video. And if you find this video very interesting and if you like it, kindly click on that subscription button, and don't forget to also click that is the thumbs up, because it also helps us to know how well we are doing and how we're able to also help you guys. And it also helps that is the YouTube algorithm to also grow, so that our videos will be recommended for other people who want to come and study here in Ukraine. So that's all for you guys today, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. With that being said, peace.